everybody. John C.
Denise Richards and the lovely Lulu.
Welcome back. Say hello, Lulu, to the wonderful people out there. Give some licky kisses. By the way, do you like licky kisses from your dog? If so, hit the like button below.
Yes, please. Need to know. I need to know I'm not the only one.
Yeah, because in this room, Denise is the only one who likes licks from a dog.
This dog.
This dog.
Pup.
I don't even like licks from my own dog.
This pup.
Hey, here we are. It's January 5th. We're at the beginning of our new year, 2023. Are you writing checks? And if you are, have you written 2022 yet?
You mean 2023?
Yeah. Are you writing 2022 still, now that it's 2023? You know how typically when you used to write checks?
You know, John, sometimes I still write 19.
Oh, no. Do you really?
Yeah.
Still
so maybe
19.
That's, you
that's
never
a different
know. But this is our first show of 2023.
Welcome back to All Things Home 2023. We are so glad you are here with us today. And I just want to say Happy New Year. I know our last video, we kind of celebrated the new year. If you want to see the celebration we had and the awesome decorations we put up in this studio and the hats we wore, then watch that video.
Yeah, don't forget the disco ball, because
we had a disco ball.
It's the best.
Yeah, it was the best. It was a good time. So Happy New Year to everybody out there. And today, being January 5th, you know, it's a wonderful day to watch the birds.
Because it's National Bird Day.
National Bird Day. And not Larry Bird, the famous Celtic.
Or the bad bird.
Or the bad bird, the middle finger bird. Didn't know we were going there with that one today. But hey, happy bird day to you. Do you have a bird? Some people have birds.
I do not. I have a friend that has a bird. Her name is Scarlet, and she is this little pink cockatoo.
Oh, cute. Does it sit on her shoulder?
Yeah. Goes everywhere with her.
I used to have two birds. Did you know that about me?
No, I did not.
I
think of two birds, and then I think, of course, one stone, but that's a different show.
Totally different.
Okay, so what did we talk about last week?
So, I want to talk about my birds first.
Oh, you're not done?
No.
Okay.
I had two birds growing up. Somebody gave them to me.
Really?
A magician.
What kind of, were they doves?
Does that help you? There you go.
Oh,
they were
my
white
goodness.
Doves.
Okay.
They were fun, but noisy in the morning.
I'll bet.
Yeah, you would bet and you would win if you bet on that.
And there's the thing called the morning dove, so maybe that's why they're loud in the morning.
I think so. So I tried to do tricks with them, but I wasn't very good at it. So I don't know if I got rid of them or they died. I don't remember. Anyways, happy National Bird Day. Let's move on. Last week, what did we talk about last week? Tell everybody what we talked about.
We talked about the top 5 home buying trends in 2023.
Oh, right.
That's going to look like what people are looking for.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah,
so they can watch that.
Yeah.
If you want to know, click on that one.
Look at last week's video.
Cool.
You'll learn a lot.
You'll learn a lot. We went over a lot of cool trends that were going to happen. And one of them, I'll just give them a teaser, backyards. Backyards are really important to people these days. People want to get out and enjoy the backyards. Even here in Southwest Florida, it's beautiful most of the year. So that's a trend. All right, let's move on. If you want to watch that and see all those, go for it. Here's our topic for today. I came across this article on the Realtor Report from floridarealtors.org, and it is what can buyers and sellers expect in Southwest Florida in 2023. Okay, so now a couple things on the title. If you are not in Southwest Florida, some of these may not be you.
No, definitely not. We're rather unique in a very, very good way here.
Yes, and you'll hear that as we go through a few points on this, why this is specific to Southwest Florida, okay? So what can buyers and sellers expect in 2023? Just a couple things on this real quick, and we'll move through them fast. Home prices remain high, but growth will be slower.
A little bit slower. We had such an accelerated rate of growth and appreciation after the pandemic that we're now getting back to the normal rates of appreciation, but certainly no decline in values.
I haven't seen much on decline in value. I saw a small dip last year. It's hard to say last year because it was just a couple weeks ago. But there was a small dip around September, October, if I remember right. But we also had the hurricane at that point as well, too. You know, later in September, October, they had all that backlash of that stuff. But everything's rebounded since then, and actually has what seems to be trickling. Trending.
Okay.
Something with
one
T.
of those
It's
T's
moving up a little bit.
And the ing, and it's going that way.
And it's going up. But as this article said, I do see around here as well, too, in Lee and Collier County, and that is it's slowed down a little bit, but prices have remained. And in some neighborhoods and markets, it's actually gone up just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, some people are talking about, is there going to be a housing crash? And there's so many reasons why there won't be. This is nothing like 2008. Nothing at all.
Right.
You know, you got to think about the rate of mortgage delinquency and the job loss that was happening in 2008. 8 million job cuts in 2008 versus nearly none right now.
Right.
You've got
We're dying to employ people right now.
exactly. Homes in
Especially
foreclosure then was 4.6%, and now it's 0.6%.
Yeah, so foreclosures are not on the rise right now. I mean, it's funny. I saw an article a while ago, and it's like foreclosures went up 40%. Well, they went up 40% from like 0.02 to like 0.03. Right? It was like, okay, seriously, does that even matter?
Right. It's negligible, but because it's such a small amount, it's a large percentage, it sounds.
Yeah. So with those factors, I think economically throughout the U.S., that's a very interesting fact as well. So this report that we're reading through is they took a compilation from Realtor.com, their home predictions for South Florida in 2023. They also took CoreLogic's data as well, and then they also pulled from Zillow. So they took 3 of the larger home companies, real estate type, data sources, and they pulled those together and said, this is what they came up with. Home prices will remain high, but there'll be a slower. So let's talk about mortgage rates real quick. What's your prediction or thoughts on that? Because this article here doesn't really even get into mortgage predictions. It just basically says that, hey, we were in the 7s and now we're in the lower 6s.
Well, did you know, John, that every time our country has endured a recession, property values have gone up and mortgage rates have gone down?
Interesting.
With the only exception of the Great Recession of 2008.
Wow.
So they're anticipating rates to start going down as we start to see the inflation going down somewhat.
Nice.
We've got to think about the inventory in the market right now is still very low.
Yep.
The demand is going to get higher. People are worried about the affordability.
Yep.
There's so many different things going on that it's important that you're talking with somebody that's educated in what's going on.
Yeah.
Because to just willy-nilly go out and buy right now, I don't know that that's a very good idea at all,
No.
John.
You got to know your market. You got to touch base with people who know the area as well. So the other thing this article talked about was new projects on the market, specifically with builders, and how builders have also pulled back a little bit. I think they've felt the fact that they're not having as many inquiries on their new homes that are being constructed or homes that are already on the market that they have already built out, spec homes. They're just not seeing quite as many inquiries on those. So they've slowed down their production. It also talks a little bit about inventory in sense, not inventory, but their product, being able to get that. There are some supply chains that are still backed up. So some industries, parts, whether it's wood or metal or air conditioners or plumbers type stuff, there's some of that is still a little backed up. I know a lot of it's cleared up, but there still is an issue with some of those as well. So
I talked with a gal yesterday. She's working with a local builder. They are on their 11th lender.
Oh, wow.
Within the builder.
Oh.
And a lot of what has happened is these homes started construction when rates were half of what they are right now.
Interesting.
And did not lock in. So if you're struggling with something like that, let me see if I can help you out on that.
Yeah, Denise can help you with that as well, too.
New construction.
Yeah. Other than that, that's really where this article hits. The one other thing that this mentioned that we'll just go through and then we'll move on, and this is really why this article is specific to Southwest Florida, and that is the fact that we have so many people moving here. We have so many people moving to Southwest Florida, so our market here typically is a little different than the market throughout the U.S., specifically for the areas where people are exiting from. This article specifically mentions New York area. We get a lot of transplants that are leaving New York and coming down here. I've got a client right now who's trying to sell their townhouse up in Chicago. They're having 0 showings.
Oh,
0 showings in the last 2 weeks because not a lot of people are moving to Chicago. Right? So it's very interesting. So we're getting a lot of transplants from people in the north coming down here to what we like to call the Freedom State.
The Great Freedom State, yes.
Thank you, Ron. All right, let's connect them real quick and wrap up the video. I want to connect you guys today with somebody who I know, like, and trust. I've known this guy for years, probably going on 8 years now here in Southwest Florida. His name's Darren Miles. Tell everybody, do you know Darren?
I do, but I didn't know you knew him for that long.
He was in one of my first networking groups that I wanted to be a part of here in Southwest Florida, and I couldn't get in it because it already had a realtor, and Darren was there, and I met him early on 8 years ago. I couldn't use him back then because I didn't have enough money because he is top of the line.
He is top of the line, Darren Miles Photography, and he actually takes care of 2 genres. He does the real estate photography,
and
then he does just high-end regular people photography.
Yeah, portrait stuff.
Right.
If you saw our picture, our family picture, Darren's done our family Christmas picture every year for I think the last 3 or 4 years. He does a great job. We save up all year long to afford that one picture from Darren, and it's worth it. It's worth it, Darren. You do a great job.
Yeah.
Anyways, reach out to Darren Miles with his photography. Boutique Imagery, I think, is the other name for him. We'll put his website links below so you can reach out directly to Darren. Yeah. And then also his phone number. He's a great guy. Trustworthy. Fantastic. Reliable. Makes you laugh when you come to his photo shoots.
And it's a whole experience.
It is.
He gave his presentation a week or so ago, and there's a whole experience there.
Yeah.
That you just want to go get your picture taken.
It really is. And he does digital, what does he call it? Digital...
the AI.
Well, not AI. He touches you up, I guess.
Digitally.
Yes, if you need it. Of course, we don't need it. The C family doesn't need any of that, but some people do.
I think you got extra filter on your side of the picture. I'm just saying, John.
Thanks, guys, for watching our video today. We look forward to hearing from you in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, like and subscribe as we run into 2023. We look forward to guiding you through this year. Thanks for watching.
Bye.